Hello, welcome to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Kyn. This is episode 9, and we just cleared out a whole big portion of the city, and we are now making our way across the bridge. And apparently, I don't know how anyone survived. Apparently, we're not getting much, there we go, much attention from our boys here. Looks like we can click on the catapults, but we can't do anything to them. I guess that's okay. Alright, our arrow is clearly in this side of life, so we should continue on down the path. And eventually, maybe, just maybe, we'll figure out what exactly it is that we're supposed to be doing. There's a villager here who seems pretty upset. I don't know how anyone survived. Well, I know how she's gonna survive. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Click on, there it is. No? Okay, is there a reason we can't resurrect her? Okay, is she just like wounded or something? I don't... Well, I'm not entirely certain what's going on there, but we'll come across the way, I guess. And we'll keep looking around here. There's lots of guards and various things of that nature, but... Well, there's a treasure chest, so some free treasure loot. I'll take that, I suppose. And we'll head on down this way. And there's somebody called Hey! Hi. Get me out of Greenport and I'll marry you and carry your spear. You don't have to marry him. We'll get you out of Greenport. Oh no, I'm definitely marrying him. Run and get to the longboats, little one. Go to Vinborg and tell Toril I sent you. Go. Do it now. Is that a young lass? It is a young lass. I think she's looking at our booties. I don't know. She's like, "Arr, I'm a pirate lass. I want the booty." That's fine. Alright, so I had another all-night recording session, ladies and gentlemen. It's been pretty good. I'm feeling somewhat energetic. I'm feeling pretty decent, guys. I'm not overly tired or anything of that nature. I was a little bit sleepier earlier, actually. I kind of woke up some. I'm not complaining, just didn't get much sleep. Plans changed and it threw off my schedule because I planned to stay up late on Friday and do a bunch of recording, and then again on Saturday. So I was going to actually be able to get massively ahead. But it turns out I didn't get to do anything on Friday because the plans, like I said, they changed. And as such, I wasn't able to actually do what I was hoping I was going to be able to do. And therefore, nothing ended up happening. So now I'm behind. But it's okay. Damn this, yeah. We have to take out those catapults. I'm guessing by we, you mean us. Ooh, we get the verdict, which is an epic staff. It's an epic staff. Alright, destroy the catapults. That seems to be our new lot in life. Our mission, our goal. The only thing that drives us forward. It's okay. We can do that. Why? Because we are the Magni Warriors. And when a need arises, we must rise to the occasion ourselves and take them down. I'm hoping we're going the right way. It does appear that we are, but I could be wrong. Hello, random people. Let's see what Mia has to say. My house is burned to the ground. That sounds bad. What about Tata Khalabala Khalabala Khalabala? I'm hungry. Do you have any food? Maybe, but I'm also way more important than you, and I need my strength, so... Sorry? Alright, we can give you some cotton. You can chew on that, I suppose. You know, maybe we can dip it in some gravy, and it'd be like, yeah. Because you can do that to dogs, apparently. If they have something that's in their stomach or some sort of blockage, allegedly you can feed them cotton, which just sounds terrible. I read this somewhere, by the way, guys. This is what you get for reading. I'm traumatized because of it, but yeah, apparently you can like dip cotton in like gravy or something, so the dog will actually eat it and swallow it, and it will act as like, well, fiber, and push whatever's, you know, causing problems inside your puppy, inside your dog, and cure it and push it out so they can actually go to the bathroom. Now, to me, that sounds actually quite disturbing and like it could cause more problems than would help, but I've actually read it in more than one place. It's disturbing, yes. My dog actually has a very, very sensitive stomach. I feel her pain because I, myself, am a very, very, very girly stomach-wise. Like, my tummy can't handle much of anything. Like, food in general, I get pretty sick whenever I eat. So it's not great. So I do enjoy eating, but I almost never feel good when I do eat. So it kind of sucks. It's not the greatest thing in the world. So I don't do well on road trips or anything of that nature. Just in case you were wondering. So my wife's like, I'd love to travel. And I'm like, yeah, but I would die, so probably not the play. Alright, taking a look around. There seems to be a lot of just random chests all over the place. I can't say I'm complaining about this, but you know, couldn't they just like send people out to do this for me so I don't have to go around and do all this stuff? Hello, Kenna. Ruined. Oh, ruined. Yeah, these places look pretty. Oh gosh. Oh, there's explosives. Why are you over there? Woman, leave. Alright, hey, there's a dude over here. What's this dude have to say? Vinborg Magni, you come too late. Greenport is destroyed. Look on the bright side, at least all your slaves are free. Don't jest, my family, my city, everything gone. There must be a way we can help. There's only one thing the Ashir haven't despoiled. If we act now, perhaps we can save the holy Greenport Tri. Oh, don't worry about the Tri-Stone. There are two more just like it in Vinborg and Jorvik. The Tris are our sacred legacy. Even if Greenport falls, we must protect the Tri. I can't do it myself. Without your help, Magni, it too will fall. Oh, he's joined our cause. And he appears like maybe he's actually a real person, which is weird. Is he somebody that we actually get to keep? Oh, we do. He's an actual person now. Alright, so we got our third actual member. I'm relatively excited by this. And additionally, it looks like we already have a bow waiting for him. He's like, yeah, give me that good bow. And Ulrich's already rocking a decent bow that's, it's fine. Alright, so we have a new compatriot here, and I imagine we can probably do some work with him then. Let's see, what about skills? He's got a net. I don't know where he has this net from. It seems to be just some inherent skill that he has. Oh, he's got tier 2 skills. Oh, so, okay. Alright, I'm starting to understand how this works. Okay, so once you get 15 points of control, you unlock the second tier. And likewise, 15 points of body and 15 points of mind. I was wondering, I'm like, man, getting to level 75 is going to be outrageous. But it makes more sense now. Okay. Okay, so he gets these two things. A burning spread shot, shoot 5 arrows on impact. The target takes 30 fire damage each second for 3 seconds. That seems pretty good. Maybe I want that instead of the crippling shot. Let's give that a shot instead of crippling shot. We'll see how that actually plays out. Alright, let's see what else we have. We have force. Combine with featstone to form skill. Alright, well, let's do it, I guess. Alright, then which ones do we have? Energy burst, magnetism, and a cure. I don't think we have any of the ones that we need. This was one of them, I think that was one of them, and yeah, we don't actually have any of the ones that we could use for that. Like, I wouldn't mind trying one of these, but I feel like it just wouldn't work. I wish there was a way we could, like, lock on and see which ones we needed. Huh, alright, well, I guess we leave that there for now. We could technically, it's fine. Alright, so we have another new individual. This is kind of disturbing and also really, really cool. Alright, I guess he's joined us, despite apparently not really liking us all that much. Well, we are going to head on in here. And we're going to hopefully cross the... I'm not sure how we're supposed to get over there. We'll figure something out, I imagine. We'll figure out a way over there eventually. I actually have no idea how we're supposed to get over there. I honestly don't know. There doesn't seem to be a path. Coming over to this side. It didn't, Sorry guys, we'll be doing some backtracking and exploration. I'm not sure the exact place I'm supposed to go here. Like, obviously we want to go and kill off all the catapults, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure how we do that. Like, there doesn't seem to be a clear path to, hey, go this way, kill everything, be victorious, be happy, be joyful, be glad, you know? That doesn't seem to be a thing. I'm hoping maybe there's, like, maybe there's a pass right here. That's my only guess. Definitely doesn't seem to be a pass anywhere else, so if there isn't, that's going to be pretty problematic. So we're going to have to backtrack quite a bit, it seems. Alright, we're going to come over here and finally come this way, I suppose. And is there a... oh, maybe there's a... no? Ah, wait, is there a path over here? Oh, there we go. There's a path this way. Okay, so we did skip out on something here. Alright. So this, I guess, is the first part of it. Oh, this looks nasty. Alright, let's do that. Let's switch over to you and fire. I don't know how this is going to work out. Oh, it seemed pretty cool. Alright, oh, we got triple stun there. That's not great. And our archers just kind of murdered everybody. That was pretty cool. So I don't have any qualms about that. That worked out quite well for us. Alright. Suppose we'll fire in that general direction. And it seems as though... we worked it out again, okay. A little bit of hatred and pain and suffering there, but nothing too shabby. Alright, let's see. There is a chest up here, so we must go and claim it for our very own. Get some fat treasure loots. It is here that we shall do victorious things. I don't know. I imagine they're going to be somewhat semi-victorious, but we'll see. Alright, onward we go. Down into the place with all the bodies that are dead and scattered and littered across the ground. It's totally fine. Alright, so it's kind of... oh, we're actually up against sheer warriors here. That's kind of entertaining. Alright, so we're going to go after you. However, with you, we're going to go over here. And with you, we're going to go over here. And we've made our mess, I guess. It didn't really do that much, honestly, if you think about it. His split shot didn't hit anything. I think that split shot's actually quite bad. In fact, I think I'm going to swap it back. I am not a fan of it. I think it is kind of the poop right now. So we're not going to get that for now. Maybe in the future it'll be better. Like maybe when you start getting large quantities of enemies. It might be pretty cool, but until such a time as that... oh my gosh, that could be a problem. Alright, do that, and then I'm probably going to have to come over here and do a little bit of this as well. Oh, maybe not. Okay, well we got something called Wind Fury, which seems pretty exciting. That might be like an epic item. I gotta say guys, I don't know what it is, but literally the past 3 to 4 days, I've been missing playing games like World of Warcraft, Asheron's Call 2, whatever you want to call it, the big MMOs. I've been missing it, being a part of, you know, like a guild or a group, something larger than just yourself or just a couple of friends, and working toward like an ultimate goal. I've been kind of missing that. Now, I'm not gonna go, you know, overboard and jump in and start playing something, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit of missing on that, and fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at it, I don't really have the time to dedicate to doing that, and me always wanting to be at the cutting edge of things, it's probably not going to play in super well for us. Alright, so we got the Wind Fury. Isn't it the exact same thing I'm using on Ulrich? I think it is. Yeah, so we found the exact item that we bought. That makes me a little bit sad. I'm okay with it, though. I'll move beyond. And oddly, though I suppose I always did decently as a healer, oddly I've been wanting to be a healer for some reason. I'm not really sure why. But yes, I'm torn. I want to play... I do and I don't. Like, I'm desiring to play it, but at the same time I know if I actually did, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much. But I've been kind of wanting to play, like I said, World of Warcraft, and I've been wanting to play Asheron's Call 2. Both those games are on my mind for me wanting to actually spend time playing them. And for different reasons. They both play quite a bit differently, and I realize that Asheron's Call 2, pretty old game, and it's, well, it doesn't really stand up to the test of time. Which is ironic because back in the day, Asheron's Call 2 was way, way ahead of its time for an MMO, an MMORPG. So yeah, it was way ahead of its time, and unfortunately, it didn't do super well. And eventually, it did end up dying out. And the big thing was, people played. There was like 3 games back in the day, 3 main games that people played. They played Ultima Online, which was one of the first. They played what was the other one? Oh gosh, EverQuest, which I never really got into. Or they played Asheron's Call. Now the problem was the people that played any of the games generally stuck to their own games, right? Now I played both Ultima Online, which I found to be really, really horrible. Not that the game itself was bad, but it's pretty old school, so you'd really have to kind of go back to that era of gaming and be aware that it's different than what you're expecting nowadays. Oh, what is this? Finally, I got to see Greenport. And it's destroyed. I'm disappointed, but I won't lie. I'm disappointed, I won't lie. Fire scorpions don't seem super friendly sort. Well, let's get your try, Commander. Try to heal. Kill off all these wonderful fun things. I'll continue with my thought here in a second, guys. So, it was different. There was grinding in a different way. It was a little bit more craft-oriented, and it wasn't what you would kind of expect as your traditional MMO. It was more of a top-down like this, where you controlled one character and you did pretty much everything that way. You didn't move around with WASD and stuff like that. So it wasn't your, you know, that type of game. So again, it was one of the first, if not the first, real MMO like it. So it was that. Then it was either EverQuest or Asheron's Call, and you didn't usually play both. It was usually one or the other. And EverQuest, I would admit, was more popular, though I felt Asheron's Call 2, or Asheron's Call, was better. Now the problem was, Asheron's Call ended up being... oh, how to describe it? Well, we'll describe it after the boss fight here, guys. This looks like this is going to be pretty nasty, so we'll see how this actually plays out. If we can somehow survive it. Alright, looks like so far we're doing okay. Let's see if this continues or what. Try to take this guy out at point blank. Down he goes. And we're gonna go for the long shot here. And it's just not working. This dude's like just ducking me. He's like, I'm a Storm Acolyte and I know that I don't want to go melee with anyone. Alright, we're gonna hit you pretty hard there. And it looks like we dropped everyone. Okay, okay. So you generally you didn't play both games, right? So one or the other. So here's what the problem with Asheron's Call was. They made Asheron's Call 2. Now, it was amazing. It was literally like, I thought Asheron's Call was pretty cool. But Asheron's Call 2 to me was absolutely amazing. It was totally outstanding. It was just I was super impressed with it. I love pretty much everything about it, right? But the problem was, it was so different from the original Asheron's Call that people didn't like it, and they didn't really reach out and appeal to anyone beyond their own fan base. So they split their fan base, and Asheron's Call 1 was actually more popular than Asheron's Call 2, and it probably shouldn't have been so. Alright, let's see what we can actually make happen here. Alright, we'll go in. Go out a heal, take a shot at user, and take kind of everybody down right here. So we're kind of picking a few fools off. I'm okay with this. We'll go walk on top of stuff, except now we're actually getting kind of hurt, so maybe healing up would be a good call right now. Alright, it looks like we have a larger compatriot than we're used to here, wanting to play with us. Not super great. Alright, we go in here. So since they were pretty much just dividing their own already fan base, they didn't really grow to it, so that was kind of the problem. And like I said, it was so different from Asheron's Call 1 that a lot of people didn't like it. Like, Asheron's Call 1 had a bunch of, like, humanoid people. They were just, like, different versions or clans of the humanoids. Whereas Asheron's Call 2 had multiple different races. There were 3 different races. Eventually, I believe 5 were unlocked with expansions and everything. Alright, so we killed off pretty much all of the catapults there, which is pretty good. Now all we have to do is actually retrieve the or the tree, or whatever you want to call it. And then we'll be good, but we'll continue clearing out this whole thing. We'll make sure that we actually get the full clear here. Because that's how we roll. So, I was a really big, massive fan of Asheron's Call 2. I played it a lot. I actually ended up being, we'll say, arguably one of the top 3 people on the server. It was free-for-all PvP. Pretty much nowhere was safe. Anybody can kill you at any point. It was a harsh and rough thing. I had some pretty good achievements there. I ended up with the first Drudge hero ever on any of the servers ever in the game. First Drudge hero was mine, so that was pretty neat. There was, like I said, several little milestones, and I was pretty happy that I actually got to do those. So that was kind of my heyday, my glory days of MMO. And I had a lot of fun. The crafting system in there was actually quite unique and very enjoyable to me. I don't know if anybody else liked it as much as I did, but it was quite unique and interesting. Anyway, like I said, the game was light years ahead of where anything else was at its time, and then, you know, it never really picked up, and eventually they actually shut it down for several years, and then people were like trying to create like solo worlds so they can continue to play. So I mean, the fan base was still pretty diehard, pretty hardcore, right? But, you know, it just kind of faded away. It disappeared, and that was a really sad time. Sad experience. Now, it looks like, I'm not sure where the tree or the try is, but it looks like maybe if we can somehow get up here, we can find something? I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing we can do. There does seem to be some steps here leading in. There, the Greenport Temple. Oh, here we go. This might be the first boss fight, ladies and gentlemen. A new abomination, a fire elemental. It is born of flame and inflicts a screaming death, of melting eyeballs and steaming blood. Doesn't sound like a very good pet. Alright. So this is happening. We should probably prepare to get murdered here. Alright, well, it looks like Bram is not moving yet. We're going to send him in. Oh, I don't know what's about to happen, but I imagine it's not going to go well. Oh, he is a little bit on fire right now. We can actually move forward, throw down this heal, down the next heal, and we're going to try to hit him with additional spells. We're kind of destroying his soul right now. It's not going well for this guy. Yeah, we took him down. Woohoo! Yeah, get wrecked. The cunning steel pick of the snake. Count me in. Alright, sweet. What is in here? The Chronica Twee. I don't know what that is. Bring the Chronica to the monks. Oh, that was a, okay. that was an artifact. Sweet. Alright, cool. Very cool. Alright, so we got some more exploratory things to do. So, anyway, big fan, Asheron's Call, really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun and spent a lot of time playing World of Warcraft. And again, I enjoyed my time in that too. I found that I butt heads a lot of times with people that, well, we'll say I feel are dumb. Like, it always seemed that the guilds I would join would have, well, bad leadership, honestly. If I'm being 100% honest, the leadership was actually usually pretty bad. Like, the people that should never be leading were the ones that always seemed to be the leaders. And I don't know. Call me a cynic or call me rude or whatever you want to say. It just didn't seem to go well. And then, you know, I would have multiple people that are like, hey, you should totally make your own guild, I'll join you. And then I would do that, and they would be like, oh, well, you know, I don't really want to start over, we're already at this point in raiding, and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it was one of those, if you started a guild, or if I started a guild before I joined a bunch of guilds, maybe I would have been somewhere, been able to do something, but I didn't, so it's hard to explain. It's one of those, like when I went to get my car, right? It's like, oh, I had a credit union. I wanted to get my loan from my credit union, right? That makes sense. It's who I bank with, everything else, right? So they're like, oh, well, since you never had a car loan, you can't get a car loan. What? Well, how do I get a car loan if I've never had a car loan? You know, it's one of those... Yeah, this is a paradox. It's one of those things that just doesn't make sense. It's circular logic, you know? It's like, well, if, you know, you want a car loan, you have to have a car loan already. But how do I get that first car loan to get a second car loan or a car loan at all? You know, it's just, it's really weird. And it's not great. So it was the same thing. It was, well, if you're already established as a raider, not just you as a raider, but like, if your guild already had progress as a raiding guild, you know, you can get all these people that you've raided with over the years to join you. But since you can't, or since you're not already established as a raiding group, you haven't actually done this as your guild, the people don't want to take a step back, even though, you know, they take a step back for 2-3 weeks. You get 10 strong people that you know are actually good raiders, and you use that as your core. You can do whatever you want. It's, I don't know, guys. I had a lot of unhappy experiences and quite a few pretty happy experiences in games like World of Warcraft and whatnot, but no, I miss it. I do. I just miss being a part of doing stuff like that, just being a part of like a group larger than myself. That's why I do enjoy Dota 2, but at the same time, Dota 2 is a little bit more limited and it's different in scope anyway. But that's neither here nor there, guys. I know I should be talking a little bit more about what's going on in Kyn, but I mean, let's be honest. I'm walking around murdering stuff, and I had some stuff on my mind. I figured I'd share it with you. Wait, stay back. Enemies are afoot in the city. Hurry, we must take the tribe before it's too late. Just leave it. We've got to keep moving. If we leave it, we lose. Find another way inside the temple. Alright, folks. Well, we've accomplished quite a bit, and I've been babbling for quite a while. Ulrich, who is that? Do we know her? It's the woman who killed the guard in Vinborg when the Ashir attacked. She's after the sacred tribe? We must get there before them. Alright, well, I think that is a tale for another time, folks. It looks like we've run out of time, but hey, I had quite a bit of fun. I like this game. This is a game where I can kind of sit back and relax for the most part, but occasionally it gets a little bit more intense and a little bit more involved. So, you know, it's kind of, you just get to explore around, move around, do stuff. It's a really, I don't know, I really do enjoy playing Kyn. I enjoy coming back to this game and spending my time in it. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying it as well, and I'll try to babble a little bit less, guys. And so when I get comfortable and relaxed in a game, I'm just having a good time. I just feel like talking to you guys. Just kind of shooting the breeze. I should probably do this in some other format, some other forum. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe a vlog or something down the road. I might do something like that and keep it more strictly to the game. But I promise you guys next time we'll stay 100% into Kyn and we won't talk about Asheron's Call, Dota 2, or World of Warcraft. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I had a blast, and I will be back, I guess it'll be next week, because technically this is supposed to be like a Saturday, Sunday. I don't know, guys. But I'll be back with another couple of episodes over the next 7 days of Kyn, and until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so very much for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.